Don't worry, we know. Luckily, I saved it right before we did, like right before we planted the thing. Alright, where are we? This is not the right save. Load game. Right about here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful little lab. So this time, instead of betraying Phineas, we're gonna help my boy. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty. Oh, pretty nice. It's almost as nice as sniffing your finger after you now. Doing those sorts of things.
I hope you change your mind about skipping the Hope. It's the only chance we've got. What's on your mind? You absolutely should.
What?
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time. The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Okay.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I agree, mister.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system.
There you go.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Look at all these things on here. Alright. Bubbles! Can I shrink Bubbles? Alright, Bubbles, get ready. Look at him go! Beautiful. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, let's repair this. There we go. What do I want to use? Good lord, that does. Alright. This one does better. Alright. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. You know, I need my two best people with me for this next adventure.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately,
Of course I
Dr.
would.
Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Yeah, I'll be there. Stupid bitch.
I need power from our ship. You'll have to connect me. Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Okay. There you go. Sorry, Ellie. You and you. Let's go. We haven't had enough adventures together, my friends. Come on.
We're not exploding, so I guess it worked.
Yeah. So I'm good with numbers. What if we don't patch ourselves through? Or what if we don't patch Ava through? Who knows?
May you find
Felix,
peace
take him
in
out.
Jack.
You're going down!
I kind of fell down here. So, forgive me.
Romeo. Never anger a man of the cloth.
There we go. Oh, he grabbed his ass.
This will be over quickly.
Oh, that's the last of
There
him!
we go. Guess we're not sneaking anymore.
Help next! Ah! Out of my way!
Who's that? Boy, Felix. Bridge keycard. There we go. Hey, we got something. Can't go that way. Felix, wanna... There you go.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Haunted by the light. guys are not fully equipped. Okay, okay. Okay. Come on. Wanna go? Oh Lord. Oh my God. I don't think the board's happy with me. Alright, I don't think there's any police in that place.
That had to hurt.
Okay. Making my way down. Okay, it's dead. Where are we going? Alright, this time, let's not fall. Oh, we weren't supposed to go this way. That's embarrassing. I don't even remember. See, I beat this yesterday and I don't remember the path.
They come. I'll take your confession now. Hey, boss! Watch this!
Let's beat him. Come on, yeah. In the corner.
Good hit. That's one down. All right.
There you go.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File number.
We gotta fight them. I can't shine. Here's a little trick
I
I
did
learned in
anything.
prison. Nice hit.
Here we
Should
go.
we assign Sam for a cleanup?
It's like something out of that one horror
Sam doesn't
serial.
need to be on here
What's
right
it
now.
called? Oh, yeah. Slaughter Island. Get a second?
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No,
Sounds
wait,
like
I
a
got
sex
it.
thing.
Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship.
I hate you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling tales of the unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of the system. Was also considering astounding adventures in the ether. I'm partial to that last one. Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. Enough to boost my pay? I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Good lord. Goliathman. Max, Victor, last time you guys didn't get a good ending. I'm sure to make that different. Let's do it.
I've had quite enough of you! Go up, steal it!
Julie Roberts' boss.
You're hurt, Captain!
Guys, protect your captain.
Tossball kick! That had to hurt! That's the last of them.
Good work, man.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Guess to be safe.
Greetings, Captain. I am.
Yeah, we already know about this.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. And also, jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
There we go.
I wouldn't advise that, Captain.
Oh, I got this.
Well, it's been a good life.
I know numbers
Well,
are real
I
good.
literally can't dispute that. Pleased with the daily ship log note that I defer to the captain against my better judgment. I am programmed not to ignore an order, after all.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered?
That is what my captain intends.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for it.
Yes,
You should not be doing this.
thank you.
Oh my god. Maybe I should have done another one. Got this. We're not gonna hit the sun. They teased that last time. No way we're gonna do that again. I think we're gonna do it very successfully. Oh fuck. You gotta be kidding me. Wait, really? I got an achievement. Alright. Whew. Alright, we won't do that again.
Are you? And also, jump-starting the...
Worst ways to go out, I suppose. It's nice knowing you, boss.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your cap...
That is what my cap...
But that is a gross misuse of this.
Yes.
You should not be doing this. The humans will
Quest
die.
failed.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go.
Alright. Please don't hit the sun again. I'm gonna be very upset if we go into the sun again. Oh my god. Please not again. Oh my god, it's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh my god. We're okay. Woo!
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Hey,
Maybe I
Rick,
should.
let's do it again.
God damn it, Felix. How do we get out of here? Great work, man. Great work. Proud of all of you. What's your armor at? You know what? Just because you've been doing such a good job. But you gotta keep that on. As for you, Felix, or Max, there you go. Let's get to the ship.
Oh, Law. I'm going to be sick. You hear about Edgewater? Glad to know we still have supporters in the colony.
Wait. Corporate guard. You're not with us.
Watch your back, Captain. Don't mess. For the best.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
How did we not see them earlier? Alright.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from... Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. Board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Cap. Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Alright. Oh boy. Hello, admin.
Was merely an illusion anyway.
I think Bubbles is still okay.
You're going down!
Big boys.
Nice hit!
Felix, somebody!
I'll
Somebody!
take your confession now!
Thank you. Oh, he shot on the ass.
Nice kill! Out of my way! Nice hit! That was fun!
Hold on, there's something I've been wanting to do for a while. Fuck you, Bubbles.
That's what you get.
I was gonna say, you can't be killed. No, we did it. Alright. Oh my god. We gotta go to the prison again. Whew.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati. Captain, as it appears I believe the crew would like to speak with you to...
I guess. It's gonna be the same thing.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into...
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs to close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think
Thanks,
it's
babe.
insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea. I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
You're just saying that.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, hold on. Here we go again. No, I've done all the quests I want.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that electrical storms on... Resident count is as follows. 3,071. Resident deaths. The interior can be chilled. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me. In the event... I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,540... Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am...
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. You are hereby confined to your docking... I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding EDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. All right, I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with...
Alright. What do I bring with me?
Remember that you are...
Should I bring these two?
Not insured.
Yeah, I'll bring these two. I want someone that can actually do damage and help out, but these guys haven't traveled with me that much, I don't think. Raising your stealth skill. Okay.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's time. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I'm... Push on, Mardet! Attack! Somebody clean up.
Watch this!
Felix.
Never anger a man of the cloth! Right. Attack!
Take him out. Let's back up.
Down! Down! That had to hurt!
Great work, everyone. Where's Max? There you are. I thought you wouldn't be joining us. I thought you were gonna be a little bit of a pussy. You know, skip out. I'm like, hey, glad to see you're not.
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would... Knowing you? I hate to contradict you by pointing out that everyone dies. But it is better to die. Anything you'd like to dis...
No, now's not the time.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
Just gonna sneak by everyone. Don't mind us. Uh-oh.
Tossball kick!
God damn it, Felix.
I've had quite enough of you.
That's what... Huh.
We got this. We got this. Don't mind me. That was easy, man.
Let's go, troops. Ruler base counting on us.
Here we go. Skills are unrivaled.
That's how we fuck.
My goodness. Victor, Victor, Victor. Can I give you something better? Not at the moment, anyways, because they're in combat. Felix, take him out. I'm sorry.
One down.
Alright. But we're not in combat.
Got a promotion coming. I can feel it.
Yep. Nothing like a promotion.
Well, look who it is.
Hello.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. If my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
Persuade, enter name.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Are you out of your mind? Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many lives he's destroyed? How many people he's hurt? I've had enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal? And you and I are finished. You're damn right it is.
If you're gonna place more faith on this brat than the chairman of the fucking colony, then there's no hope for you. Go get yourself killed.
Hey, Box!
Take it
What's
out.
this?
May you find peace in death.
On the right, boss! Here I come! Something else! One down! Heads up, jackass!
I've had quite enough of you.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help.
Oh dear. Felix, little old man. Anyone? Oh lord.
company ammo.
Yo, Grim just saved my ass. Who the fuck are you guys?
I'm not.
Oh, it's...
Everything in my life has been leading him to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty. I despise more than uncertainty.
Sounds like you problem. That sounds pretty awesome.
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delighted chaos. My reports said you were simple-minded. I simply never imagined you'd be stupid enough to throw the entire system into chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Listen.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Let's talk
I have
about
Dr.
this.
Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Sure.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me. Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented, Captain. I only wish you'd used your talents for good. You wander the system, doing as you please, answering to no one. Your mere existence throws Halcyon into chaos.
I should have done
I
persuade.
simply can't have that. I don't know about that. You're skilled, but you're also reckless.
Oh, fuck you.
You had I'm not in the business of working with my... You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw... This prison...
Hold on. Next time, instead of using charm, we'll persuade. Alright.
Captain, you've disrupted... I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no easy mark. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No.
Darn, I thought that
Dr.
would work.
Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. Fair enough. I'm giving you
Alright.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on. Did you really think I would make this easy on you? I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I won't be judged by you. You don't know the things I've done for this colony, the sacrifices I've made. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you. Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more. That isn't true, B. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough. They gave me their word. Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word. Start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades.
Oh, good.
I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is... When you put it that way, no. Not in the least. Damn it all. Very well. You win. I'm familiar enough with your methods to realize my chances of survival are low. Congratulations, Captain. You've outplayed me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care. The fate of the colony is in your hands now. I bid you farewell, Captain.
Where'd she go? Who knows?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
No, I have an idea how you can thank me, baby.
I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
It's not that bad.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon.
Max.
If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
Oh, good.
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. After returning to Edgewater, the deserters negotiated workplace reforms with Reed Thompson, including a single day of rest, which came to be known as a weekend. As the world around him changed, Thompson found himself pining for the old days. He was known to spend his weekends in the cantina, nursing one of the few remaining bottles of Zero G, and repeating to himself, "It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice." Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell. However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony. Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony. Others believed she died trying to escape Tartarus. Suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia Yu changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew who his supplier was, he never told a soul. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
All is quiet for now. Yay! We got the good ending. Good for us. Well, thanks guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.